Hello and welcome to the master bathroom remodel slash renovation slash makeover. We're going to be extending this wall here, extending it out, putting a double vanity in, leveling out the floors, and painting and making the space feel better. So this will be a multi-part series, so make sure you subscribe and hit the playlist if you want to see all the episodes in the series. But let's jump in to moving the walls. Before we jump into the framing, here is the bedroom before slash the bathroom before. As you can tell, it's a really small bathroom with this brown vanity, kind of ugly. The shower is to the right. You can't see in these images, but there you go. That is the before.
Say hello.
And here's a little cute buddy.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. Alrighty, before we're going to make a complete mess in the bedroom, we're going to put up some liner. I got this stuff from Home Depot, and it does a pretty good job. But moving on, we are going to take out some of the baseboards here so that we can put the framing right up against the wall. Now, the wall that is closest to the bathroom, the one on the left side of the screen here, is a little bit crooked. So I'm trying to get this wall coming into the bedroom straight. And so I'm using this triangle with this piece of wood. And I think it worked out pretty great. But next I'm taking my circle saw and cutting out my floor. Now I did just put this floor in 6 to 8 months ago, and it's amazing. And so I know how to get it up pretty easily. But there is videos on how to get this down in my profile, so go check that out. So after I got all that up, I'm going to get the underlayment up as well. And there's old tile on here, which I am going to keep. This area right here is about 32 inches and 7 feet long. And it's not a ton of room, but it's going to give a ton of room to the bathroom. Because the bathroom is about 5 feet by 7 feet, 8 feet maybe. So this is going to allow for the double vanity to come out here, the door to be moved here, and for shelving back here. Now let's get up the framing for this. Taking down my master bedroom board and batten wall. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out after this video. But I figured it would be easier just to take this down and then cut it to size and then put it back up when everything's done. So stick around. It'll probably be in another video when I put that back up. So moving on to the framing. So for part of this framing, I'm going to be building it in place. And the other part, which I'm doing here, I'm going to be building on the floor and then lifting up into place. Now part of that is because of the size of the room, and because it's just hard to move around. Next, I'm using this super glue basically to get the wood to the tile, and I've used something similar in a previous project on my closet extension and had no problems. But if it doesn't stick that great, I still have other walls that I can connect this one to and the ceiling, which should do great. Now it's just a matter of fact of getting this wall straight and plumb with everything around it. And there you go. A little wall. Hello. And now we jump into the other two walls basically, and I'm going to be building this in place. So I'm going to go from the bottom, get the super glue, stick it on the bottom, and then do the studs to the top, and then do the top bar or the top plate. And I haven't built walls like this before. I've only done it where I build it on the ground and then lift it up. But my experience was pretty good. It worked great as long as you get your cuts good and measure correctly. One other note to what I was thinking when laying this wall was that I wanted to remove the floor where I had a full plank of wood, just so that I didn't have to cut one in half or something.
So I just measured it to where it made sense, and then I laid the boards next to it about half an inch off to allow for the floors to still expand. So make sure you leave that room for expansion, and make sure you think about how you're going to cut up your floor, and you should be Gucci. Next up we have these doors, and I have the king studs, and now I'm doing the jack stud, as you see. And I'm reusing the door that goes into the bathroom right there, as you see. So I need to make sure that I measure it perfectly and get all the studs lined up, which I do because I'm a boss. Just messing. But it did work out good. Now it's time for some drywalling, which is like not my favorite thing. I kind of like putting up the boards, but doing all the drywall mud is not my favorite. I'm not very good at it, but I do it here. I don't have much tips, but to go find someone who is professional at this on YouTube and follow them, or pay someone to do it, like I will do if I have a bigger project. Alrighty.
With that, the first wall is pretty much done. The outside of it, at least, excluding, the paint and the trim and the door. But in our next episodes, we'll be getting into installing the door frame, how to reuse it, and how to not screw it up like I did. So make sure you check that out, or check out some of the other videos in the playlist. And as you can tell, I'm sitting in the finished bathroom, but we won't get into that. I'll see y'all in the next videos. Alrighty, see y'all there.